Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi everyone. My name is Masda binti Abu Bakar and my matric number is CP190106. This video is for the same subject, that is soil mechanics, lectured by Dr. Hamidah Muhammad Noor in UTHM. Okay, I would like to share about the incident that caused by soil failure, that is Highland Tower. The Highland Tower tragedy was one of the most tragic tragedies in Malaysia. It is the first case that involved high-story apartments collapse on December 11, 1993 that resulted in 48 deaths. Highland Towers consisted of three 12-story blocks of apartments known as Block 1, 2 and 3. It was constructed between 1975 and 1978. Directly behind the three blocks was a steep slope. A stream originating upslope from the Metrolux land flowed across part of the slope. The Highland Towers were once notorious in the 1980s and early 1990s for being a popular spot for wealthy people. Okay, the effect of this incident is about 48 people lost their lives that have been discovered and identified. The victims are mainly Malaysian, with 12 foreigners that include 1 Briton, 1 Japanese, 2 Indians, 2 Koreans, 3 Philippines, and 3 Indonesians. The damage caused to the environment seriously at the affected area. Furthermore, the public response on the hillside housing and demands over the residential were decreased. And for the developer, has loss of property that worth millions of ringgit. The factor of how this incident can happen is the landslide that occurred due to pipes that burst that allowing the barren ground near the site. The trees had also been previously cleared from that hill for a separate housing development project, so the soil had no protection against erosion. And during a 10-day monsoon, the pipes burst from the large amount of water flowing through them and then letting that volume of water flow down the hill. The combination of monsoon rain and loose soils led to a landslide that brought Block 1 of Highland Tower with it. Actually, the construction of buildings on the edge of a hill even is not suitable, especially in equatorial and tropical climates with high rainfall. The building apartment on the hillside is also against the law of the Land Conservation Act 1960. This act prohibits the development carried out on the hillsides with the slopes that is greater than 18 degrees for reasons connected to the environment. Ways to determine the soil condition is doing the soil investigation. The sample of soil can be occurred by using sampling methods such as thin wall sampler by using tubes, measure sampler, and soil penetration tests. This method has excellent practicality and durability. It also has thin wall tube and stainless steel and relatively common and inexpensive to collect. The next method is measure sampler. The process of this method is using core barrel, so the core barrel is rotated into the soil. The method is an undisturbed core samples from soft soils and nil wall coefficient. But the equipment is 3 times bigger and need H casing. Okay, the next ways to determine the soil condition is soil penetration test. This method is easy, quick, and simple to perform and provides representative soil sample, but the sample is retrieved for testing is disturbed and the test results cannot be replaced. After one of the sampling method of soil and rock sample excavation is done, the visual recognition of the test of soil will be collected and all the information about the soil also will be collected and reported to determine the soil condition of Highland Tower incident. And lastly, the ways to improve the soil condition at the area of the building of Highland Tower. Tragedies like this can be difficult to prevent. However, certain measures can be taken to protect buildings from landslides. Highland Tower is the common biotechnical systems that include joinets anchored by soil nails that hold in place soil seeded with grass and geocells with seeded soils. Using the plants are also can stabilize the soil to prevent excessive erosion and also to mitigate the effects of landslides. Next, the pipe fittings need to be installed and have the flexibility to avoid gas or water leaks on the ground, as flexible fittings are more resistant to breakage. And then, the construction of a building actually can influence the type of the soil. So, the method of improving the soil such as dynamic compaction, compaction piles, compaction groutings, stone columns also can influence and improving the type of soil. Okay, that's all from me about the Highland Tower tragedy that caused by a soil failure. Thanks for watching.